Going on, guys? Hope you're all on that long drive hype. If you are or if you are not, you still want to hit it further, alright? So I would listen up to this video. We're looking at the transition and how you can max out speed, power, distance through a squatting of your body in that movement. So the transition is when we change direction, okay? So we need to set the club at the top. How much lag, how much you turn, how far the club travels is all going to be pretty unique to you, but there are certain things that carry over, okay? So we're looking for a big, powerful transition. When we get to the top, as those wrists set, we're then going to see that change of direction. This is something people have talked about for a long time, okay? The kinematic sequence, we get the club to the top. As the club is still complete in the backswing, we're starting to change direction with our lower body. X factor, basically the amount of separation from the upper body to the lower body is massively increased because the lower body is turning to the target whilst the upper body is still turning away from the target. Extra stretch, extra power, an amazing transition. Okay, so to maximize that, the first movement in that transition you want to be feeling is a squat down. Okay, so we're not just trying to turn to the target, we're going to get to the top of the swing, load up. As we do so, squat into that trail leg, which is going to allow you to then push as well as rotate through the ground, move to that lead side, and because you're still in that squatting position, you're then going to be able to extend the lead leg, push up through that glute and extend. That is going to give you maximal force. Then you have the trifecta. You got rotation, you have vertical, and you have lateral forces all working for you. And if you want to max out club head speed, that's an awesome way to go, guys, all right? So again, looking back through this, you got a big wide shoulder turn, you got the full swing arc, the lower body squats into the ground, pushes off the trail foot, and then pushes up out of the lead foot, rotate the hips, fire the body, and then absolutely smash it, guys, okay? So that is the technical side of this. That's an incredible pattern to develop. We also got 3 movements for you here that are gonna help you to create speed, power, and positioning in the gym that is going to help these movements directly. Okay, so looking at these really quickly, these are movements that we use each and every day, and you can apply them how you want to. Okay, so number 1 is going to be the hip extension. Okay, so many different ways you can do this. You can start with just a very simple body weight glute bridge. No problem at all. The one that we're focusing on is going to be the banded hip extension. Okay, so you're going to take that band, wrap it around your waist. Obviously, variable tension. We want to be able to hold that glute activation for as long as possible. You're going to rest your shoulders back onto the bench, platform, something at a reasonable height. Feet flat into the ground, and then you're going to push into the ground, extending the hip, getting yourself as level as possible. Okay, so one thing the band allows is for massive activation. So hold at the top just for a little while. Hold the activation and work your way through. You can also do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell, or all the way up to a heavily loaded barbell for maximal gains, guys. All right, so that one's purely glute activation. Movement number 2 is going to be the med ball clean, jerk, and slam. Now this is all about sequencing and that vertical force creation, okay? So going into that pattern, we set up with a neutral spine, we lift and extend, drop into a squat, which is obviously the movement that we are trying to focus on. As we do so, you're going to push out of the ground, get tall, and then snap the hips back down. Okay, it's an incredible pattern that matches up very closely to what we are working on here, and that's going to transfer over really, really well, guys. All right, again, I'm using a 5 kilo, about a 10, 11 pound ball. You can go anywhere up to 30 pounds, more and more. Okay, guys, the final movement, more technical, something that we talk about an awful lot, and we will be able to help you out if you want to learn more, and that is the power clean. Okay, so looking at the technique, we need to set up in an awesome position. We're then going to push through the ground, keeping our posture, spinal position, tight core, accelerate the hip, and then finish the movement in full stability. Again, amazing transfer, massive speed creation, and using all of the right sequencing and muscle activation that you need to nail this transition in your swing, guys. All right, so that is the ultimate way to gain club head speed. You're going to work on the technical side, you're going to improve all aspects of speed and force creation, and you're going to do the same in the gym with a clear pathway to accelerating your performance. All right, so if you want to hit it further, this is something you need to do. Work on that squatting transition, hit these 3 movements, and go out and golf strong, guys. All right, so hope you enjoyed this today. Let us know how this works out for you. We want to see you bombing it out there. Subscribe to the channel, get the app, and do the work.